Oh, it's splattering. And then the bread, I'm very disappointed. Oh, I stuck to the top. That's my fault. That's all my fault. It's a little burnt on the other side. Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm taking a look at a 3-in-1 breakfast maker that can supposedly make an entire breakfast in one shot. But does it really work? Let's find out in today's video. All right, I unboxed this last night, so let's splash back to that and see how that went. All right, here it is. This is the Green Life 3-in-1 breakfast maker. I paid $45.58 for this. We've got some instructions. I'm gonna read those over. All right, here it is. First impression, this is very small. You can see the size of my hand compared to it. It has a little lid here. That does feel glass. The claims that it has dual griddle compartments that allows you to cook 2 things at a time, like eggs, veggies, pancakes, or bacon. Includes a bread drawer. This makes up to 2 slices of toast at one time. Ceramic nonstick coating makes it easy to clean. No PFAS, PFOA, lead, or cadmium. Built-in timer over here that goes up to 5 minutes. And they say it has cool touch handles. Now, people on Amazon who like this say it's easy to clean. They love the compact size. Good for breakfast sandwiches, makes breakfast quickly. Now, those who didn't like it, some people said the toaster just warms up bread without actually toasting it. Others said it doesn't really make a lot of bacon, or that it takes longer than the 5-minute timer lasts. Someone also said there's no cancel button if you want to actually turn it off before the cycle's over. So that's the preliminaries. Let's get started. All right, the instructions say the only thing that's dishwasher safe is the lid. So that's interesting. I've already put a very light layer of oil in here for the first round. This compartment supposedly will make pancakes and eggs. This one over here for meat and veggies. This looks like a good egg size or a nice pancake size. Bacon, not much, but maybe enough for a sandwich. But take a look inside, they have the bread tray here, which doesn't look like there's too much to it. Inside you can see that there is a heating element, which will hopefully toast the bread. We shall see about that. And the other thing about the bread tray is they say you have to stack it because it's pretty small. I have an English muffin I'm gonna put here. I'll definitely have to stack that because you can't put 2 of them on there. So my first test, I'm gonna make an egg sandwich and see how that goes. All right, so I went over these instructions. It said to run it through 3 cycles before you use it, which I did. It says to oil it up with some high smoke point oil, which I've done. So all we have left now to do is to get started. Now, my first round, something like this may or may not go well. Usually there's kind of a learning curve for these, but we'll see how the first round goes, and if it doesn't go well, I'm gonna keep trying until I get it right. So first up, we got a breakfast sandwich. All right, so I cut a couple pieces of bacon to about 4 inches, which is how wide that is. I have an English muffin here. I sprayed the bottom with a little bit of butter spray, and I left this side without anything to see what the difference is. An egg right here. So we're gonna see how it goes. Now, they don't say to preheat it. They say to put everything in there and then turn it on, which is what I'll do. So here we go. First up, loading the bread tray. Since they have to stack these, I guess I'll do them kind of outward like that maybe, and then flip them halfway through. Now the bacon, I'm just gonna kind of, this is literally not even 1 full piece of bacon. But hey, it might be perfect on a sandwich, right? We shall see. Now for the egg. I think I'm gonna puncture this. All right, it is punctured. Everything in its place, let's turn it on. They say next up, cover with glass. Rotate the dial. They're saying to rotate the dial all the way over to 5 minutes. And we shall see how that goes. All right, we're off. We got 5 minutes. We'll see how, am I confident this is gonna make a breakfast sandwich in 5 minutes? I have to say I'm not really that confident, but we shall see. Maybe I'll be slightly surprised. Hopefully I am. All right, we're a couple minutes in. I'm hearing sizzling. The egg looks like it's turning white. Looks good. Let's take a look at the thermal imager and see what kind of heat we got. Oh yeah, we got heat. We have heat in there. That's nice. Okay, good. Let's see what we got here. We're a couple minutes in. Oh, bacon looks like it's getting there. Egg's getting there. Hey, I might be pleasantly surprised after this. I have high hopes after all. All right, with 2 minutes left, I'm gonna try flipping this bacon. Now, you're not supposed to use metal utensils, but I don't have any others on hand, so I gotta use some very gently on the surface. Oh, we got sizzling bacon. We're done. Let's take a look. This was 5 minutes. Let's see what we got here. The lid is not hot. That's a good thing. The bacon looks cooked. Maybe not quite as cooked as I want, but it's cooked. Let's take a look at this egg here. All right, that's the other side. That's definitely done. Now the bread I was kind of worried about. Let's see what we got here. Now It's not even toasted. Not even toasted. Let me look at the other side. This is the 5-minute result. We got some bacon, which looks certainly edible. We have an egg that's cooked. I maybe would have flipped that if I had known it was going to cook that much on one side. But not bad. And then the bread, I'm very disappointed. It's almost toasted on this side and not as much on this side. So that's going to take a lot more than 5 minutes. Let me compile this sandwich and see how it tastes. And there we go. All right, I topped it off with a slice of cheese, which hasn't even melted yet, but here's my breakfast sandwich. Let's see how it tastes. Here we go. One more bite for educational purposes. All right, so the breakfast sandwich tastes perfectly fine. I would have probably flipped the egg halfway through. The bacon could go a little bit longer. The bread could go a lot longer, but I guess something like this is trial and error. But I'm gonna finish eating the sandwich and move on to the next item. All right, so round one went pretty well, so now it's time for round number two. I'm gonna try pancakes, sausage, and toast. Now the sausage I have, the instructions say it takes 7 to 12 minutes, so it's gonna take 2 or 3 cycles for that. The toast, I think I'm gonna put in there for a couple cycles as well because the English muffin last round didn't do so well. And the pancakes, I'm gonna wait till the end. So let's get started and see how round two does with a couple of adjustments based on the first round. All right, let's see how many of these Farmer John's sausages will fit in the sausage area. Oh, the fourth one's a little bit tight. I got 4. I'm gonna say I get 4, but they're very tight in there. I'm gonna try just one slice of bread in the bread drawer, which is not easy to get in and out, by the way. It's very awkward. But I'm gonna run this a couple of rounds and see if I can actually toast it. I did apply a little bit of oil to both sides, so I'm gonna put it on for one round. And now we wait. All right, the first cycle is over. Let's take a look. Oh, we have sizzle. We have sizzle. I'm gonna flip these over. Hey, you know what? I think they actually might get cooked by the second cycle. All right, let's take a look at the bread now. How's that turn out? You know what? The bread's kind of toasted. Bread is kind of toasted. I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna add some pancake batter and hope for the best. Whoops, that's probably too much. That is probably too much. But we got to go with it, so let's see what we got. Covering it up, another 5 minutes. That's going to be bad. I put too much in there. I can already tell. So we'll come back in 5 minutes and see how this turned out. All right, we're about the halfway point. Let's check this out. First, I'm going to check the sausage and see if it's done. Oh, I stuck to the top. That's my fault. That's all my fault. Oh, it's splattering everywhere. Oh, these are done. I'd say these are done. Oh, it's splattering. I put too much batter, but maybe I can salvage it. Oh wow, way more done than, that's 2 minutes? Wow. Here's the bread, one side and the other side. Looks pretty good to me. Now this pancake. Now here's my pancake. It's a little burnt on the other side. You know, since it's hot, I'm gonna do one more pancake and see if I can get that right. Because I overfilled it, so that might be my fault. I'm gonna go much less pancake batter and see what we got. Just gonna make a small one here. Something like that. Let's try this. Now that looks much better, much better. And here we go, here's the final result. The sausage looks pretty good. My second pancake looks better, and the toast looks surprisingly good. Looks like both sides did get toasted. I flipped it halfway through. This was 2 cycles, this was about a cycle and a half, and this was 1 cycle. So make some adjustments, you can actually get it to work, shockingly. How about a quick taste test now? I'll start off with the toast. It's toast. Try one of these sausage links next. The sausage is well cooked. And finally my pancake, which I think the second one came out much better. Here we go. Came out fine, just needs some syrup. So in the end, here are my final thoughts on this 3-in-1 breakfast maker. I'd say, first of all, it takes a little bit of a learning curve. Everything you cook in there is going to require a little bit of a different time. There is no heat setting for this, so you're kind of stuck with one heat setting for everything, which means you have to kind of cook everything in a little bit different time. But after a couple uses, it shouldn't be a problem. I could probably continue to get better if I kept using it. There were a lot of complaints about the toaster, and after 1 cycle with the English muffin, I can see why, but after 2 cycles with the white bread, I can see that it actually does toast. It just takes a couple cycles to actually make toast. So I do think that most people that try using this more than a few times will end up getting the hang of it and probably get it to work for them. I think it's ideal for things like campers and RVs, dorms maybe. It's not perfect, but I do think most people can get it to work. But if you've tried a product like this, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.